Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are officially in summer and it's no news that our summers are going to get hotter and hotter, and if the predictions are right we could potentially be having a 40-degree heat wave by the end of the month, which I hope isn't true, but if it is, here are my top tips for staying cool and looking chic during the summer months. Now let's get to it. Starting with my first tip, and probably the most important one, is to stick to breathable fabrics. If you're unsure what they are all natural fabrics that come from living things. So the likes of linen and cotton come from a plant, and silk that comes from a silkworm. The fabric that hits the #1 spot for the best fabric to wear in the summer has got to be dun dun dun, cotton. It's hyperallergenic, and if you're anything like me who gets allergic to certain things that touches my skin and comes out in rashes, then this fabric is perfect for you. Cotton also lets the air circulate, making it breathable, which massively helps for when you become a big sweaty mess. The only downside is that it does easily crease, so an iron or maybe a steamer will literally be your best friend. Also, I would say that cotton can be damaging to the environment if that is something that you are conscious of. Unfortunately, the plant that is used to make cotton is a very thirsty plant, so do consider buying organic cotton if that's something to be mindful of. Linen is also a fabulous fabric to invest in the summer. Not gonna lie, I am pretty obsessed with linen. Probably most of my wardrobe has probably got a lot of linen in it. It is everywhere right now across the high street, whether it's suits, shirts, shorts, you name it, it's probably in linen. If it's anything like the weather we get here in the UK with the humidity, oh my goodness, linen is just a godsend. It's breathable, it absorbs moisture, and it dries quickly. It's easy to clean, it's comfortable, and the most important thing, it keeps you cool. Again, the only downside is that it will look like a dish rag by the end of the day once you've done all your routines, you've stood up, you've sat down, all that. Yeah, it will look like a dish rag. So again, a steamer or an iron will be your best friend. But if it's something that bothers you, then do consider a linen blend. There will still be some creasing, but it won't be as much creasing as if you wore a 100% linen. And lastly, we have silk. What an incredible fabric, it's just so luxurious. Perfect for them summer evenings when you want to make an impression, or just, you know, like a little date night. It's hyperallergenic, it's resilient, it's breathable, as well as being light, but it does come with a hefty price tag. I really wanted some silk bed sheets because they have such amazing benefits, like when it comes to sleeping, like for temperature control, it doesn't pull on your hair, the likelihood of you getting more wrinkles is very slim because it doesn't pull on your skin, but my goodness, the price tag for it was just unbelievable. I wasn't really sure if I could justify paying £500 for some bed sheets. Definitely not. That's the disadvantage of natural fabrics, especially silk, is that you will have to pay for it, but you get what you pay for, right? And there is no price for keeping cool, especially when our summers are getting hotter and hotter. Just maybe not £500 bed sheets. My little top tip for when you are buying these fabrics is to make sure you get them in wardrobe staples, like for example a white shirt, so you can wear them literally year after year after year. Moving on to tip number 2, wear looser clothing. There is nothing worse than having your clothes stick to you like glue and just irritating your skin. Shirt dresses, t-shirts, smocks, vest tops, there are so many options of clothing out there just to help that natural airflow circulate around your body, just to kind of help you prevent your body from sweating that bit more. Grim, I know. Tight clothing on the skin, as well as mixing with the heat, can cause like some sort of skin conditions. If you're anything like me, I suffer from eczema, so this is something that we definitely do want to avoid. My next tip is to avoid denim. Now this may seem like a bit of an obvious one, but it's a definite no for me when there is a heat wave going on and I do not want to be wearing denim. Now I'm not saying avoid denim altogether, because as I live in the UK, we do have summers that can be very up and down, and when we do have cool days, denim is actually quite a nice thing to wear. But I'm talking about days that when they're like mid-20s and above, I would just probably avoid denim altogether. It's such a heavy fabric, and we all know what the fabric gets like when it gets wet. It just gets heavier. So if you're sweating, you're just adding more unnecessary weight to your jeans, especially skinny jeans. They're just so tight on your skin, and then mixed with the heat, it can just cause you to sweat a lot more and just cause irritation on your skin, and probably even like, I don't know, restrict your circulation. Yeah, because if you're anything like me, I do blow up with the heat. So it would just be so tight on my legs, it's unreal. But yeah, I just hate that feeling of like denim jeans just so tight on your skin. It's not for me. Moving on to my next tip, and that is to wear lighter colours. Light colours actually reflect the sun and doesn't absorb as much heat compared to wearing darker colours. Obviously if you want to wear black, then go for it, just make sure it's a breathable fabric. But if you are someone that does feel the heat, I would strongly advise to just avoid darker colours altogether. If you are a neutrals girl, then whites, creams and beiges will be perfect for you, and if you do love a bit of colour, then you can basically wear anything from bolds to pastels. Your choice is just endless. On to tip number 5, avoid any bulky accessories. Now I know accessories can complete an outfit, and I'm not saying to avoid them altogether, just maybe tone it down a little bit. So if you do love bulky accessories, opt for a more dainty style instead, or just wear a lot less of it in general. The only accessories you really need is a hat to protect your head, sunglasses to protect your eyes, especially ones with UV protection, and a bag just for all your personal belongings. And that's it. That's all you really need just to complete an outfit and to still look stylish. Then finally, moving on to my last tip, wear open-toed shoes. We lose most of our heat through our feet, and there is nothing worse than trapping your feet inside some trainers just for them to become a sweat box and for them to rub, and then you just get blisters. I know this sounds awful, but it does happen. So when it does come to the heat, sandals will probably most likely be your best friend. And there you have it, my top tips for staying cool while dressing in the heat. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this super helpful, then please subscribe, as there will be lots more videos coming. So see you in the next one.